Yeah, hi, testing, yeah, hi. Okay. Yeah, hi, everybody. It's time for your late night. It's not late, but it's right after the show. It's time for your late night NXT review. The Great American Bash edition. Last night's Raw was definitely the Great American Trash. This show was just whatever, you know what I mean there? So the AC is on. I'm sorry, I don't want to feel hot, you know what I mean there? So that's why we're gonna freaking talk about this, okay? So let's talk about the show, shall we? Yeah. So show started with Toxic Attraction versus what's the stupid show? What's the stupid match? Okay, so it started with Diva shit. I mean, at least with NXT, you have hot, attractive females, so that's good. So, you know, that's not a problem. Show started with Toxic Attraction. I don't know why, again, like, it would be nice if Raw at least have a little bit of attractiveness on the show. Maybe that's what they're gonna do in the future. Maybe, you know, they're gonna be on the main roster soon, which I hope they are, or something. Like, the problem is, like, can we at least have something like that on Raw as well? Like, obviously NXT or just freaking wrestling in general needs a little hotness. Doesn't hurt. You know what I mean? So show started with Toxic Attraction versus Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez, and Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade won the tag titles. So it means that basically they're soon going to be in the main roster. I'm guessing, you know, since they lost the titles. So, I mean, Cora Jade is cute, so I'm cool with that. But I don't give a fuck about Roxanne Perez. So then Tony D'Angelo meets with Legado del Fantasma and tells them that he handled Santos Escobar and sent him to the hospital for laughing at him. Joaquin Wilde and Cruz del Toro are given one more chance to prove themselves, or else they'll join Santos. And I think this is actually good, you know? This is actually something that's good for NXT. This whole mob storyline, or versus the cartel, like the whole mob cartel storyline is actually pretty cool. This is working, this is doing favors and really helping them make people care, so that's pretty cool. I like how they do this. Trick Williams in the second match. Trick Williams defeats Wesley after blinding him with rubbing alcohol. I mean, that's alright, but I mean, I didn't really give a fuck about the match much, in all honesty, so it is what it is. The third match, Tiffany Stratton defeats Wendy Chu, Sleeping Warrior. I'm cool with this, you know, I'm cool with it. It is what it is. Then Roxanne Perez says next week she will cash in her breakout tournament contract and will face Mandy Rose for the women's title, which, you know, alright, cool. This is kind of, you know, I thought she was, like, using it for this, but, like, she still had it, so, you know, it's whatever. I just hope Mandy Rose wins and shit like that, so, you know. Apollo Crews versus Giovanni Vinci is made official for next week. I mean, fine. But, like, this is, like, kind of a match where both men need to win and neither man can afford to lose, because it's, like, Apollo Crews' first big match in NXT, and Giovanni Vinci, like, this guy, he just debuted. Like, you don't want any of them losing. But, again, I don't really give a fuck about Apollo Crews, because now he's a smiling Apollo Crews. I'm Apollo Crews, man. You know, I'm not no longer Apollo Crews. He's no longer Apollo Crews with a character. He's That's So Apollo. He's Apollo That's So Raven Cruz. That's So Apollo. It's easy when we can drink. I'm not saying that, but you know, That's So Apollo. Basically, I don't know. Again, I have a vision that I'm gonna fuck you up the ass. Like, that's what basically his fucking promo is. JD McDowell arrives next week, and who cares? Kamala Hayes defeats Grayson Waller to retain the North American title. Nah, fuck, who's really giving about this match? It was like, what, 2 heels? A countdown is set to begin, or whatever. A countdown begins. I don't know. Was it 8 days, 10? I don't freaking know. 8, 10, 11. Like, I don't know. It is what it is. Then, frick, what I was gonna say. The Creed brothers defeat Roderick Strong and Damon Kempen to retain the tag titles. Let Central T Diamond in mind, and I really give a fuck. A-Kid is back with a math gimmick and is now renamed as Axiom. Like it or not, that's a better name than A-Kid, okay? Because it just means like a jobber name, and he has a math gimmick. That already makes him hateable, because fucking math is fucking stupid. I mean, not basic math, but like, you know the deal. Fuck likes math, like seriously. Announced for NXT 2.0 next week, JD Madoa arrives, Sola Sakaya versus Von Wagner, Apollo Crews versus Gianno Vinci, and Mandy Rose versus Roxanne Perez for the NXT Women's title. Oh, that's alright. Now let's talk about something that I actually watched. The main event, Braun Breaker defeats Cameron Grimes to retain the NXT title. I will say this match was pretty good. Well, not pretty good, but it was good. I actually liked the match. I will say this is actually one of the matches I actually enjoyed for NXT in like a long time. I actually thoroughly enjoyed the match, so I will give it that. I thought they had to add like a story, you know, Braun Breaker worrying about his injured shoulder and all that kind of stuff. So there was a story in this match, and it was cool. You know, I liked it. And then Cameron Grimes failed, so. So the match was good. After the match, JD Madoa shows up actually and then attacks him. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, really, this guy? Like, this guy beats up Braun Breaker. Like, the guy looks like a midget. And, like, you can clearly see that Braun Breaker had to jump to make it look like the guy can lift people. But in reality, fucking, is Jordan Devlin. Basically, Finn Balor's protege, right? Who looks just as gay as Finn Balor. It's like, this guy aspires to be Finn Balor because he like lives through him, like he's fucking, like, and plus it's not just, it's like a boy, what a fucking gayest boy crush to have, right? And really, this guy, we're supposed to believe that this guy probably is one of the, like, again, honestly, as much as I, like, whatever, like, I would not have mind. I mean, there's been certain occasions, like, you could have Braun Breaker lost the title, because I do think Braun Breaker should be on the main roster. Braun Breaker could have just simply not had a rematch clause, or just had no other rematches since WrestleMania. Dolph Ziggler could have been the champion, whatever, and somebody could have beaten him. Heck, Joe Gacy winning the title by DQ, or something like that, you know? Heck, this is also a good occasion you could have done maybe Braun Breaker losing, I don't know. But, other than that, like, I don't know, like, who else is really credible to defeat fucking Braun Breaker? That's the problem. But I do think Braun Breaker should be in the main roster, but, like, he should not be losing the title to this guy, so, just straight up. Heck, just relinquish the title and fucking go to the main roster, like, you know, oh, you already beat people? Hey, it's my time to shine in NXT. Let these motherfucker midgets take the title now. Even though it means that nothing to watch in NXT, at least it'll be beneficial for the main thing, you know, the main run, you know, the main roster. Overall, the show definitely, you know, better than usual. You know, they, of course, again, they try, because the Great American Bash, right? It's just, again, first of all, they should definitely bring back the Great American Bash as its own pay-per-view. It would definitely be more helpful and kind of, like, make people care, at least. And it would be actually kind of cool, like, 4th of July weekend, why not do that as, like, a pay-per-view type of thing, right? But, I mean, the show was whatever. It wasn't the worst show, but it was, like, far from the best. But it was, like, whatever. I did enjoy the main event. Show was fine. You know, it's fine. I just don't, like, definitely, I don't know, usual, it's like, who cares, right? So, that's all to say, people. I'm just keep real, get your gains, your clothes magnificently. Happy Independence Day and whatever. Until next time. Yeah, bye.